Hi, this is Leonora. I want to talk to you today about something that's called soul loss. It's not different from dissociation. There are many levels of dissociation. We can be dissociated from, you know, your foot, for example. If you hurt your foot, you might leave it because the pain is too much and you might not come back. I want to say, just as a kind of key point, that there are many levels and layers to dissociation, and everybody at some level or layer is dissociated. So the task that we have before us is to reclaim ourselves from wherever we left, to come back home. And we have the body, and that is the place that gives us access to home and the deeper home. And to really reclaim fully this home here on planet Earth in the body, we must meet all the things that had us leave. And so those are generally labeled as trauma. So often what happens is what overwhelms us disconnects us. It's kind of like how it is with a being that has self-awareness. When we get overwhelmed, we can actually leave the body because we cannot integrate what's happening or happening to us. The other key point here is that trauma is cumulative. So if you've left, you might not realize that you've left. You just can't come back, or you don't, because you don't realize that you're out of your body. You don't realize that you can come back until somebody shows you or tells you, or till you hear this conversation, perhaps. So soul loss is actually, perhaps more of a shamanic term than dissociation, but I like it. And soul retrieval is what we're talking about. So in order to, if you have a level of soul loss, you can notice it sometimes because the way that you perceive your felt sense body experience is from outside it. It's a little bit like you're out there somewhere looking at your body. And I recall many, many years ago noticing that experience of perceiving my body from some other place behind me. So the reason that we're out is because something within us, if we stay out, we become identified or attached to that as a place of safety. We become attached to that. But when we're not in our body, we're unaware of what's going on in there, unless the body might be calling you. And how does it call us? Often with extreme pain. So the pain, which we also don't want, so we stay out, is actually the doorway that's calling you to come back in. Yeah, it's kind of like, I hurt, I need you. That's what your body's saying to you. So soul retrieval is, you can kind of think of it as a one-time event to come back, but it's actually more than a one-time event. It is a one-time event to come back, and I'm going to share about that, but it's also, how do I stay in? Yeah, because I might come back, and then while I'm in, or I might just choose to go make myself a coffee and leave. So I might come back, but I might have a habit of disconnecting. So I need to rewire and recalibrate my system so that I can stay in. And part of that is really a practice. And part of that is to heal whatever, through the practice, to heal whatever has you disconnect. So it's both a one-time thing and a practice. And, this practice is about being fully embodied and integrating back into your true self. So to integrate back, we have to meet all the things that we couldn't fully experience, all the traumatic material that we've been avoiding. And, if you think about that, you might, just thinking about that, feel overwhelmed by this idea. But actually, it can be very quick and very easy. It's like if you fully surrender into being yourself in the present moment, it just takes a moment. Yeah. But for most people, it takes more than a moment. It takes a practice. It takes a practice of noticing all the ways that we avoid being ourselves, all the coping strategies that we've built, all the mental structures that we live in, all the beliefs that we have. We have to meet them and choose to be ourselves. So I want to share with you a very simple soul retrieval process through using the heart connection. So there are many other videos here and some guided meditations to help you understand and experience and practice the heart connection and heart-centered sovereignty. But just in conversation about soul loss, this is how you could bring your soul back. So I want to invite you to do this with me, to put your hand on your heart space. Feel the warmth and the weight of your hand there. Put your awareness into the experience of where your hand and your heart meet. Feel that, stay there. Locate yourself in your heart. Now move your awareness a little bit deeper into the center of your chest from your heart. Anchor into this place. And on your next breath, breathe in through your nose and feel that breath traveling to the connection of your heart, so that the breath arrives in the heart, the hand space. Breathe long and slow out. Take 3 or 4 breaths like this. Just choosing to anchor yourself in that space behind your hand, the center of your being. Whatever you find there, just feel that space. Keep your awareness in that space. The hand is really here to help anchor you. When you breathe out, remain in this place. And at some point, when you feel anchored and still in this place, you can stop following the breath and just stay in your heart. You can feel everything from here. It's like seeing with the eyes of love. This is the easiest place to find the truest you. And I want you to say, with the deepest sincerity, feel what sincerity feels like. Just say to yourself, I'm here for me, and really mean it. So that is the simplest way of soul retrieval. Maybe it works for you, maybe not. If it doesn't, there'll be something else hidden and unseen in the shadows that may require a little bit more support. But that is a very basic, very simple. It works for most people. And I wanted to share that with you. So the next piece really is about how do I remain in this connection and clear the messages that are in my field that will give me support and wisdom, even if those messages are coming through me and into me in an experience of pain. Yeah. Thanks for listening. See you in the next video.